Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of our house renovation project. So did you ever saw somebody who rebuilt a complete floor slab and the foundation below an existing wall? So this is what we try here today. So in the last week we demolished the old foundation. So today we will rebuild the floor slab below this wall, and then we will rebuild the foundation again so that the wall will be hopefully a little more stable again. So I would say sit back and enjoy the video.
So Freunde, ein neuer Tag, neues Glück. Los geht's mit Beton. Okay, so let's go. So in the last video you saw how we built all the supports here for the wall and prepared everything for today. So now we are with two people. One, my friend, is on the outside and is creating the concrete simply with a small mixer, and my job is to transport all the concrete into the house and fill it up here for the next part of the floor slab. So I can show you a small overview about the floor. Here you can see in several colors the separate parts of the floor slab we already built. And now we are here in this area, and this new part here in, I would call it maybe purple. So in purple color you can see the now new part which we are actually building. So this is directly below this inner wall of the house in the fieldstone building. And it is not so big, so in the past we definitely had some bigger parts to build, but here it is quite a challenge to reach everything with my wheelbarrow. So from here, the part in the front of the picture, it's not so hard because we can walk over the old or already existing floor slab, no issue, but the back or maybe right part of the floor slab is definitely another story. There I need to use a small ramp to reach it with my wheelbarrow, and a full wheelbarrow or a wheelbarrow full of concrete is quite heavy and not so easy to walk with it over a ramp. Yeah, and as you can see, everything worked well. So the formwork is full with concrete, and now it's only the finalization of everything. So all the air bubbles need to be removed, and then we can wait until it is hard. And so this is the perfect time to, I would say, tidy up my construction site a little bit. Some of you might been wondering where all the stones are gone. And here you have it. They are simply laying on the outside. And normally I try to take care as soon as possible before the pile of stones is getting too high, because then it is really much work to remove everything. Here I need, you need to know that this tractor is not the tractor, this is not my tractor, and this is why I only can borrow it from time to time. And if I do not have the tractor here with the front loader, I have no possibility to put or to transport the stones on the trailer. So I have to wait until the tractor is free, and then I can use it here to load all the stones on the tractor trailer. But as you can see, this is definitely much work and yeah, it's not it's definitely also not really nice work. And finally I made it, and as you can see, I also separated the field stones from this pile of rubble, and so the field stones I definitely store myself maybe for later usage, so these are a little more valuable than the other ones. So then a few days later the concrete is ready and you can start building. Maybe you remember it from the last video. So now I have my normal stones which I use to fill up the gap between the new floor slab and the old wall. So in this case, this is not so easy because you see the supports which are still needed to keep the wall in place. And I now need to work to construct this new basement of the wall around these supports. And you also need to check, because you then need to measure, okay, where I can lay a stone, where do I need to leave a stone empty or a space empty, but then I need to place there a stone later on. Yeah, so the goal is at the end to have at least here on every side of the supports place where the wall can later on stand, and then I can remove the supports and then I can close the gaps which are still there. Yeah, and what you just saw, I need to remove the old mortar, which was still on the bottom of the wall, so we did not worked really clean the last time, and I did not recognize it. And yeah, now the gap gets closer or smaller and smaller, and then you definitely will have some problems to remove the old mortar, and this was the last possibility to get access to it a little bit easier. Yeah, so now I as you can see, I now put the last line of stones in between, and then the last gap will then be closed again with my special expanding mortar, which then will close the gap between the old wall and now the new bottom part of the wall completely. Yeah, but in order to use it, the rest of the wall needs to be hard, so this can be only done minimum 1 day or 2 days later. Yeah, but I still have enough to do, so there is already another part of the wall waiting. And as you can see, this part is really hard to reach for me, so this was not really fun to to construct. Okay, quite nice. Now this part is ready. One working package. We can make a hook behind, and so now but definitely no time to go home. So now the next working package is still waiting, where I have to take care of.
Ach ja, Freunde, ganz großer Scheiß. Jetzt habe ich die Dings fertig, jetzt muss ich hier den Schotter reinfahren, aber dafür muss diese Rampe hier noch raus. Ja, die Erde. Hatte gedacht, mach's mit dem Bagger. Ja, schöne Scheiße. Ich komme hier oben mit dem Bagger nicht mehr rein. Ja, durch die Abstützungen hier ist das hier keine Chance, da wo jetzt der Dumper steht, den Bagger da reinzufahren und zu drehen. Also heißt es Schippe raus und Handarbeit. Naja, wer keine Arbeit macht, der macht sich welche, ne? Wie so häufig. Oh.
I will give you a short translation about what I just said. So the next part is I need to remove this pile of earth I have here. This was my ramp to get into this part of the building, yeah, with my mini excavator and also with the track dumper you can see behind. But of course at the end this ramp also needs to be removed, and my first plan was to, yes, of course, simply do this with my mini excavator. But then I found out that there was no possibility now with the supports you can see on the right side. I have not enough space to get my mini excavator into this room and also have the possibility to move it properly, to then excavate the earth. So long story short, this means I have to do this by hand. And yeah, this is also really nice because now I'm standing more or less 50 centimeters below the track dumper, and then it's quite heavy to move all the earth up into the track dumper to load it fully. And you can also see I need to use a pickaxe because this ramp I used for the track dumper and the excavator also now is really hard and is not so easy to remove. And yeah, you're not wondering, so there are some people moving around me. This is my wife and my children. They are more or less inspecting my progress here, and maybe checking the size of the kitchen or whatever.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for today. In the next video we will then continue with the preparation of the floor slab. You can see it right behind me, but this one there will be definitely another story because this is much bigger and a little bit more complicated because you need to also take care about the proper connection to the fieldstone walls right behind me. So we will see. This will be definitely a little bit more interesting in the next video. So as always, thanks for watching and bye bye.